Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and today I'm going to be showing you guys my most recent LEGO haul. So let's get started. So just this past weekend I went on a trip to go to a wedding in Wisconsin, and while I was there we had some free time, so I went to the local LEGO store as well as a Bricks and Minifigs. I have never been to a Bricks and Minifigs before, so this was actually a pretty cool experience. So shout out to the Franklin store in Wisconsin. They were awesome, they were super nice, and so let me show you guys what I got. And so starting with the Bricks and Minifigs bag here, for those of you that don't know what Bricks and Minifigs is, I'm going to explain it while I unpack the bag here. And so essentially Bricks and Minifigs is a third-party LEGO store that also sells official LEGO sets. They sell current sets, old sets like this, and you can bring in your old LEGO sets to trade in and stuff like that. And so basically, I went and I've seen them online and I really wanted to check them out. And so I finally had the opportunity to do that here. And so yeah, let me pull out the rest of this really quick and show you guys what I got. Okay, so now that the bag is out of the way, I can kind of give you guys an overview of what I got before I open each of these individually. And so I'm going to start over here. I got two regular green base plates. They were actually really cheap. They were only $6, and I thought that was a great price because not only are the new base plates $8 a piece for the 32 by 32 nowadays, but you can't get the regular green anymore. You have to get bright green, which is over here. And so as you guys can see, this right here is regular green, and that is bright green on the top right. I'm not a big fan of the bright green. I much prefer this regular green here. And so I picked up two more of those just because they were cheap and they had them there. Now, these custom printed tiles here, I thought were actually really neat. They are 2x3 tiles with Star Wars posters on them. I didn't see the Empire Strikes Back version, but I got the A New Hope tile as well as Return of the Jedi, and they both have, instead of Star Wars, it's Brick Wars, and I think these are really cool actually, so I can't wait to find a spot for these, either in a mock or maybe somewhere on the outside in the city so you guys can see it when I walk around the city. And so now this big bag here, well, the Bionicle really quick, thought this was pretty cool. It was actually not that expensive, but my brother really liked it, and so we got that. And now this, they have a big table in the middle. I'm going to put a picture on the screen for you guys of the Bricks and Minifigs that I was in. And I think all the locations are like this. They have a big table in the middle where you can sift through all these random pieces and you can fill up a little cup or a big bag like this, like I did here. And you guys, and it's literally just whatever they have. So whatever pieces they've got, you can put in this bag, and as long as it fits in the bag, I guess it's fair game. And so that's exactly what I did. I got all different kinds of pieces. A lot of light gray, dark green, dark red, dark blue. And yeah, that was pretty much the extent of it. They also had some retired pieces as well, pieces that they don't make anymore, like these green shutters in here. I also got this 8x16 brick in here, which was really awesome. And they had dismantled sets in there, like an old Separatist shuttle and stuff like that. And so I managed to pick some of the pieces off that I thought were useful. And so let me actually start taking some of the stuff out of the bag here to kind of show you what exactly I got. Okay, so I thought dumping it into a bin would be a better idea than just dumping it out on the table, but some of it kind of overflowed, so yeah, let me just kind of give you a quick overview of everything that I did get from this. I got a lot of green plate, fortunately, so I can continue building out the Mills plates in front of this train station here. I got one or two of these for a Star Wars ship maybe, or perhaps like a solar panel or something. My brother would probably use that more than I would. Light gray tiles for the edge of the sidewalk here. I think I only found one blue tile for the water, which was kind of unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. A couple brackets, some dark red pieces, and then this really old hinge piece, which I thought was really cool. I didn't expect to find that in there. Same with this. This is like the roof of a car. And yeah, I just thought it was really cool and really unique. So I managed to pick that up. and then a couple random plates in here, and the blue tiles would be for water, and then in here is obviously the bulk of it. I did find this 8x16 brick, which I thought was really cool. I hadn't seen one of these before. So I was like, you know what? Let me pick one of these up. And it is official Lego, as you guys can see the Lego logo on there. So that was pretty cool. There was a couple of pieces in the bin that were not official Lego. So I had to just double check that everything was official. But it was. So that was good. I got a lot of light gray brick, which is going to be really good for building out the train station here. I also found a base plate in there. I didn't know how that ended up in there, but it is also official Lego, as you guys can see. I don't know if, yeah, there you go. You guys can see the Lego logo on there. So that was pretty cool. I have another one of these now, and so, because I used all 4 of them that I had next to the museum here, so I have an extra one now, so that's great. And over in here, there's more dark gray plate for Mills plates. There's 2x plate for track ballast, and more green plate and stuff like that. So let me try and sift out a lot of the stuff that I've already shown you guys and kind of show you what's new. Okay, so here's a couple more different types of pieces. I didn't manage to pull everything out of the bin yet, but a lot of it is duplicate stuff, like 2x light gray plate, 2x dark gray plate, dark tan plate for the water over by the farm, so that it has a bit of a sandy texture underneath the water. This I just thought was really interesting. I didn't know that this was a piece, and so I thought it was cool. This was a cool sticker that I found in there, and so hopefully I could create a custom tow truck one day and have that going around the city, so that would be pretty cool. And then I also found a bunch of shutters, like window shutters here. I even found like a full assembly of a window, which I thought was really cool. I didn't expect to find this. These pieces have not been in production at Lego for some time, and so I found three or four of them in green, one in red, and maybe even one in blue as well. I don't exactly remember, but I found a handful of slopes as well. Not too many, but you know, a couple, and it's better than nothing. So hopefully I can make more progress on the mountain eventually. A bunch of dark red plates, which you guys will probably see in the near future, me using all this dark red and dark blue and stuff like that. My brother and I are thinking of creating a clone base because we have a bunch of clone troopers and like gunships and ATTEs and stuff like that from when we were kids, and also from the recent catalog of sets. And so yeah, we might create a clone base in the near future, so definitely stay tuned for that. Make sure to click subscribe. And I also got a couple of dark orange pieces and also dark green. I don't have a lot of pieces in either color here, and so I figured I would pick those up. And then there's a lot of brackets and snot bricks as well, and yeah, there's a couple masonry bricks in here, but they're not, you know, in mass quantities. They're just a couple of pieces that I managed to find in there. And yeah, it was very time consuming to do this. It probably took about an hour just for, I mean, granted, it is a pretty big bag, and this did cost me $50 US. I mean, granted, it is pretty large. This is my hand here for scale, but it did take about an hour to fill, like I said, and so a lot of it was just searching through the bins, trying to find useful pieces, because there was a lot of stuff in there that I just didn't have a use for, and so I didn't think it would really be worth it. There was also some old gray in there, that you guys can see the difference between the two of these pieces here. The one on the right, the long piece, is the light bluish gray that we use today, and the one on the left here, the 2x6 plate, is the old gray that they used to have in production, but they retired some time ago. And a lot of this stuff here, like, I thought it was a really good experience, but I don't know how often I would go back to try and find stuff there. I guess each store would be different, and so if I had one near me, I would definitely go and, you know, check it out every once in a while. But yeah, I do think that it was a pretty good deal, though. I will be comparing it to the Pick-a-Brick box that I also got, so I'm gonna weigh it and just kind of see how much you could get, you know, per ounce, I guess, how much it would cost to get this at $50, this whole bag at $50 versus one box at 18 US dollars. And so now that I've went through this, let me crack open that box and show you guys what I got. So unfortunately, the box did open on the way home, but all the contents are still in the bag here, so I can show you what exactly I got. And so a lot of it is smaller pieces, again, like a lot of these other boxes that I get. A lot of them have the grass stems in it because I keep running low on them and I keep needing more. And also these lime green 1x2 plates, which I use for the undersides of the track ballast here. Pretty much like this here. So I take a 2x4 plate and then 2 stacks of 2 tall 1x2 plates, and then I put them in between each of the train track segments here. And that's pretty much how you get this design here. And so I bought a couple lime green ones just because I needed a few more in order to complete the rest of the layout. And I also got a few of these 1x6x5 clear panels, and I think the other ones, yeah, the other 2 fell out of the bag, or the box, I mean. And so there's that. And then I managed to pick up a bunch of these support pieces. I've seen these on the wall a couple of times before, but not in my local Lego store recently. And so I figured I would pick up, I think I got about 16, maybe 18 of them. And I'm going to be using these for the mountain. I think there'd be a really good way to quickly build up to where I need to be. And then I can just, you know, put this here, put another stack on the other side, and have a big plate on the top. And then the mountain can rest on that instead of having to use a bunch of smaller bricks to get up to that height. And so I also got a couple of lamp posts because you can never go wrong with them. And they are really expensive on Bricks and Pieces, actually. And so I figured I would just grab a couple of them. And I also got white jumpers as well as these 2x2 slopes in clear. These I'll use for waves eventually. And the jumpers I just thought were good pieces to have. And I also got some black 1x4 plates kind of scattered throughout here. And I also got a bunch of these. These are, I don't know exactly what the name of this piece is, but I thought it was interesting and I've never seen it on the wall before, so I managed to pick up a bunch of them. That's pretty much it for this bag here. That's all of what I've talked about, except for these 2 red bracket pieces, just to have in case I ever needed a couple. And so the only thing that's really left in here should be 6x8, yeah, 6x8 plates in black. I got a bunch of these because eventually, like I've been mentioning a couple of times with the extension table that's going to go right here, that's going to have this siding for the train track on it. It will also have, hopefully, the start of a pier or even an ocean or something like that. And in order to show deep water, I'm going to be using black plate as well as dark blue plate. So I've been buying a bunch of that, both on the Pick-a-Brick wall and from Bricks and Minifigs. And so hopefully one day soon this table will go in, and hopefully soon after that I can get the base plates down and start the water. And so now for the comparison between the box and Bricks and Minifigs itself, I weighed both of these, and the box comes out to about 22 ounces. And so it was pretty much 22 even, so I'm not even going to have a decimal point in there. And so it was 22 ounces for $18, so I'm going to put the math on the screen for you. And then the Bricks and Minifigs bag was 50 US dollars, like I mentioned, and it weighed 41 ounces. Now, I'm also going to put the math on the screen for you so you guys can see the price per ounce. But the I don't think it's an entirely fair comparison to just say, oh, the Pick-a-Brick box is cheaper, therefore that's a better solution, because they have limited pieces in or on the Pick-a-Brick wall, and so not all of them I find useful. And so, you know, I get a couple of stem pieces, I get a couple of plates, and I get a couple of these post pieces, and, you know, so on. And I mean, the Bricks and Minifigs bin is the same kind of deal. Some of the pieces aren't useful, but there's a lot of pieces that they don't make anymore. There's a lot of pieces that are kind of hard to find, like a 1x16 brick in gray. I mean, that's not exactly common. There's a bunch of pieces that I don't think I would ever find on the pick-a-brick wall, like 4x8 plates in dark bluish gray. And again, like that 8x16 brick that I showed you, the shutters that are retired, and, you know, dark blue pieces and gray bricks and gray slopes and stuff like that. And so there was a lot of useful pieces in there. And so even though this is technically a worse value, I do still think that it was worth it. This price comparison also does not account for the weight of the plastic bag as well as the weight of the cardboard box here. And so I didn't add that in, but into that original assessment, but I'm gonna factor that in now so you guys can see the price difference. So on that note, that is going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the comparison between the Lego store and Bricks and Minifigs, make sure to drop a like down below, as well as subscribe and click the bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. If you guys have any feedback for me on what you guys want to see these pieces get used for, as well as that future clone base that I was talking about, make sure to drop a comment down below. And once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.